So this here, a question that involves algebraic expressions, involves bed mass, and involves a negative sign before before brackets. So how we look at this maybe is we look at, maybe we should multiply these two brackets first, because these two brackets here means they are multiplied. Also, the 5 outside of the brackets, it means also it's multiplied in here. But what we always do is keep the 5 out of it and then start working on foiling this. Okay, so I go 3t times 2t, that will give me 6t squared. You know, t times t is going to give you t squared. And then after that, I go to the same thing, the 3t, and multiply it into the -1. That will give me -3t. After that, I take the -4 and do the same thing. -4 times 2t is -8t. And then -4 times -1 gives me +4. You notice that I kept the brackets there because eventually we have to multiply the 5 in here as well.
Yeah.
And this negative before the brackets right here, it means this, we call this as a sign changer when it's before the brackets like this. So it means it's like you're multiplying -1 into here and into there. So if you multiply -1 into 6t, it's going to give you -6t. And -1 times -5 will give you +5. That's how you look at it. Do you need the brackets anymore? No, you don't. The purpose of the brackets here is that you multiply that -1 inside the brackets. Now, after this, you could either distribute the 5 right away in there, or some people would like to simplify inside first so they don't have big numbers or lots of things inside. So you have 6t squared. These here, because they only have t's with the coefficients of -3 and -8, that means you add these two. So -3 minus 8 is -11t plus 4, and then you still have -6t plus 5. At this stage now, you gotta distribute the 5 into here. So basically multiplying the 5 into there, and into here. So 5 times 6t, that's gonna be 30t squared. 5 times -11t is -55t. And 5 times +4 is +20. And then you still carry the -6t plus 5. Sorry, I forgot to write the square there, because that was 60 squared. Now, if you look at this, you have like terms. So this is a like term with this. And this here is also a like term with that, because both of these have t's in them. These ones are just constants. So that's why these are like terms and these are like terms. The 3t squared doesn't, the 30t squared doesn't have anything like it. So it just stays as 30t squared. This -55 minus 6 is going to give you -61t. And that +20 plus 5 is going to give you +25. And that's how you do this kind of questions. So you do it in order of operations, you know, multiplying first. Some students, what they would do, they multiply the 5 into here and into here first. So they get 15t minus 20. And then they have the 2t minus 1. And of course, that becomes -60 plus 5 as we did. So they do that first, and then they start foiling these instead. I don't like that myself. I like to multiply what's inside here, and that's how I like doing it. Some people like doing it that way. Nothing wrong with it. But I think it's simpler to do this so your numbers don't get big on you here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So can we do 10 minus 2 first? That gives me 8 in front of this. Definitely not, because the relationship here is multiplying. All of these 3 things are multiplied. So bed mass or order of operations tell me that multiplication has to be done first. So I have to leave this 10 alone and just write it down, but don't do anything with it either. So, and -2, I'm just going to keep that there because I like to FOIL first. So 2y times 2y, 2y times +1. So that gives me 4y squared plus 2y. Now I take the 1, I do that as well. So 1 times 2y plus 2y. 1 times 1 is +1. Close the bracket on this. Write the minus here. open brackets because we said the minus always before brackets, the sign changer. And you know what? I'm going to start foiling this. So the 2y times 2y, and then the 2y, and then a 2y times 3. So that gives me 4y squared plus 6y. And then I take the 3 into here and into there. So that's going to give me plus 6y again, plus 9. Because these two things are the same, you could foil them faster, but don't worry about that since we're just starting to learn this. Let's not take shortcuts, we just do the foiling. Now here I have 10. You know what? I'm just going to distribute the -2 right away. So -2 is a sign change, remember? So -2 times 4y squared is just -8y squared. -2 times 2y is -4y. -4y again. And the -2 times +1 is -2. Don't need the brackets anymore because the purpose of the brackets was to multiply the -2 right through the brackets. Now here, this is a sign changer. So just write this as -4y squared minus 6y minus 6y minus 9. So this negative changes all the signs in front of here. There's a positive in front of the 4 that it's invisible. So that becomes -1 times 4. It gives me -4y squared. But we call this a sign changer when it's before the brackets. The negative is always a sign changer. Now, at this stage, we could just collect like terms. So we have like terms right here. We have these are like terms, the things that have y in them. And then the numbers, we're just going to put a smiley face or whatever underneath there. So now I'm going to do the highest degree first. So -8 minus 4 is -12y squared. And after that, -4y minus 4y is -8y. Minus 6 is -14. Minus 6 is -20. So that's -20y. And then the 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 minus 9 is -1. And that's your final answer. So I will send you this, Phoebe, okay? So you could watch it on your
Thank
own.
you.
All right. But you just have to wait till I finish my classes today, all right?
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you next time.
See you later.
Yeah, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.